All right, folks, let's get this started. I think all of you probably recognize my voice by now, but my name's Daniel Stevens. I'm the CEO of Bird. Today, we've got some really great planned content for you. We're going to be unveiling some of our first results for our investor scoring model. We are getting very close to deploying, and one of the aspects of any research process is findings and learnings, discoveries, and that's really what we're going to be sharing today. In any case, when you're the first to do something, you're often in a position where you have to develop new primitive tools, new foundational tools. And a lot of what we're going to be talking about today are those sorts of breakthroughs. So finding new ways to structure blockchain data with the intent of feeding it to machine learning models. So given the fact that today's content has been pre-planned, unfortunately, we're probably not going to get to many of the community questions that have been submitted on Discord and Telegram. The outreach on that has been amazing. The questions that we've gotten in the last week or two, really good questions, and there's a very long list of them. So I'm very looking forward to getting into those questions, but like I said, I don't think that we're going to get to them today. So if anyone's questions are in any way time sensitive, as always, reach out to me, reach out to the mods. Perhaps we can have a conversation offline or in chat. But for today, very excited to give the floor to our very own Lihan. He is our lead machine learning engineer. Brilliant guy I've known for years. Primarily, he's been working in defense contracting for DARPA, the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, I think is what the acronym stands for. They work on some really exciting stuff. So we're so fortunate to have somebody of Lihan's caliber here today. Fulbright fellow, has studied in multiple universities around the world. And as I said, just an absolute brilliant guy and a pleasure to work with. We also have Ahmed on the phone today. Ahmed's probably not going to be at the mic as much, but he had a lot to do with this work. His handle here is Ahmed64221. So as always, guys, reach out to us after the fact if you have any questions. If you love what you see, don't be shy to give people like Lihan and Ahmed some kudos, because what they're doing here is really a first of its kind. And so with that, because we do have quite a bit of content, Lihan, I'm going to hand the mic over to you if you're ready.
Got you now. There we go. Hey, sorry everybody. We had a mic problem. Turns out the disconnect and reconnect worked.
Troubleshooting 101, restart.
Yeah, so I'm going to get started.
Yeah, please do, Lihan. Floor is yours.
Awesome.
And actually, sorry, just a quick interruption. So for folks that haven't used this platform before, to see Lihan's slides, you're going to actually have to click into the box that says Watch Stream. And you'll definitely want to see the slides. But that's all I've got to say, Lihan, so go ahead.
Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, hopefully everybody can see this. I'm Lihan. I was recently brought on board Bird to accelerate its application development and research. Today we'll be looking at what we're accomplishing technically, what we've done so far, and what we're looking to do going forward. So I'm super excited to be here and hear from the community, take a lot of fun and productive questions. So yeah, let's start. I'm going to, there we go. Let's get these slides in. What Bird brings to Web3 are a suite of analytics and machine learning products and services. So if you think about the sleek Web2 experiences we've all come to enjoy, they have these data silo backends where users on the platform bring a lot of value, but who gets to enjoy the insights from this data are big tech. And instead, in Web3, if we think about a open data economy where the data participants are, enjoying part of that revenue and enjoying dApps with individualized experiences, that's a much better future to be. So we want to build tools and services that increase demand for private users, and we want them to have a voice in the governance of these services and functionalities. So the product I'm going to go deep dive on is this this Launchpad wallet scoring application, where we're going to look at a lot of wallets on the Binance Smart Chain and predict if they're going to be hodlers for project tokens that a Launchpad will provide. I hope everybody can hear me. Can someone confirm or deny?
Yep, we got you loud and clearly, hon.
Okay, perfect. All right. So that's a high-level view. Let's go into this product we're developing. So in one sentence, what is the Launchpad? What is this Launchpad use case? So it's an inference application for identifying valuable investors that's represented on-chain or cross-chain. So how I think about it is this user interface on the right, where you can connect your wallet to this dApp. And depending on if we think you're a hodler or not, we're going to offer you different rates and different benefits for this Launchpad project. So, for example, the wallet on the right has, he can or she can hodl for days. So the purchase price of one token is 25 cents, whereas on the left, it's more expensive for this wallet on the left to purchase the same token. And we can look at lockup periods. We can look at purchase amounts. So we think virtually any project that's on a Launchpad can benefit from this insight. So we're super excited to see what investors use this for. So our job as the technical team is to translate this application to an AI or machine learning task. So that gets even simpler. We just want to know if a wallet's probability to hodl. So to get to that, to accomplish this task, we have 3 technical modules that, after implementation, can answer this question. So at the most bottom layer, we have this data infrastructure module, where we want to listen to on-chain activity, like the Binance Smart Chain, and accumulate all the transactions live so we can make inference decisions from transaction activity. Now, it's not enough to just have a billion transactions. We want to associate these entries to individual wallets, or even better, blockchain entities. So this wallet featureization module will encode, say, if you think about your wallet, features about you as represented by your wallet from all the past transactions you've done. And then the most interesting part is we have something to predict about. In this case, how long are you going to hold this token, if you're allowed to buy it? So the inference module are a suite of models that will, predict something about you. So the chain of events starts with data infrastructure that lets us get data from on-chain, to wallet featureization, which lets us compute statistics about this wallet, and then inference, which is are you going to HODL or not? That's a high-level view. I'm going to get into each module now. But yes, so this is what we're trying to do. Okay, so I kind of debated if I wanted to get dive that deep, but what we're looking at is an example wallet featureization. So we're looking at the output of this wallet featureization module. What are we looking at? So the address column on the left is a wallet hash. The project hash is the hash of a project contract. And all of the features or statistics we're going to see belongs to that pair. So for example, average holding time is in number of Binance Smart Chain blocks. How long has this wallet held this project? So there's a number of, that's what's called our target variable, which is something we're trying to predict. And we have other features like receive block number min. So that's the highlighted column. What that is we looked at all your receive transactions for this project, and we found the smallest block number among those transfers. So that's the earliest block at which you receive this project token. Okay, so we have, for example, receive block number max. The next column is the latest block where we saw you receive something from this project. And then we can go on, we can look at the total value you've received for this project token, the average per transaction value, and we have at least 200 of these features. So this table goes to the right for at least 200 more columns, and we can always engineer more features like this. And in terms of the number of rows, right, we want to index eventually all of Binance Smart Chain. So we already have a couple million of these wallet project pairs, but we really want all of them. And because they're publicly available, that should not be a problem. So there's quite a number of challenges, but also future directions that we are really excited about. I'll get into that in the later sections. But this is just for everyone to get a feel of what it is that we're feeding to machine learning models. So for example, a neural network would ingest these rows by the millions, and then each observation or each row here has a couple hundred features that the model is considering at the same time. Okay. So yeah, at a high level, where we are currently is we have this early end-to-end pipeline where we start with Binance transactions, and we can end up all the way at, hey, this is how long we think a wallet will hold this token for. So the metrics at which we measure our performance is with recall and precision. I'll explain what they are, what I'm talking about regarding model optimism, and also what is 65 to 90% recall. And at the same time of developing this end-to-end pipeline, what I think we're really proud of is we're doing this in a way that's extensible, so we can onboard a huge number of people, new developers or community contributions. That's something we're excited about. It's also modular, so these technical modules we're looking at are reusable and are plug and play for future products. But also, we're testing it more and more rigorously. So we see all